My favorite part in the entire Power BI program is DAX, and this is going to be slightly complex also, but one of the most useful, most fruitful, most advanced part that you're going to learn here, okay, in this entire module. Now, what is a DAX? DAX stands for Data Analysis Expressions. This is just a formula. You can just call it a formula. That's it. I mean, the way of writing a formula. Nothing else, nothing fancy, just the way that you write functions in Excel, just like that. Okay, that is the DAX, right? So we have different types of DAX. That is what we need to understand. So first we are understanding it theoretically. Once we are done with the slide, then we'll be talking about that how we can use that practically in our program. And you will notice that we have lot many videos onto the same, because it is something that we have to go slightly in depth, so that we'll be able to have a good hands-on onto the same. And it's highly recommended each video you are following, just try to do it by yourself also, and at least twice, because initially it will become, because the concept is very new, right, it will become difficult to get a hold. So that's my recommendation. The more you practice, the more you will become comfortable in using the DAX functions. This is that simple. Okay, now let us just talk about what kind of DAX we have, types of DAX. So let me just move on and talk about the type of DAX. So there are in two ways you can write a DAX function. Two ways. One is calculated columns and the other one is measures. Calculated columns, where you create an entire column of value based on a formula, which is DAX. And the other one is a measure. What are measures is basically, you can call it an in-time calculation. It won't exist anywhere till the time you drag and drop it into the visualization. And now, simply by understanding this explanation, you can think that, okay, if we are creating an entire column as the part of our model, it will be taking some space in the model, right? On the other hand, measures won't take any space. That is one of the best part of it. We'll talk about the difference also in the next video, but these are the two major components or types in which you can write a DAX. Further, measures are of two types. One is implicit and one is explicit measure. Implicit, that is something which is already a part of the model. Explicit is something that you create by yourself. That is the major difference. Do not, also I would recommend, don't go by the name. Do not do not get confused by the name. Do not get overwhelmed by the name itself. Just go very simple, very slow. You'll be able to understand everything, that I can guarantee. Just be with me, okay? And we'll be talking about each and everything in detail practically, right? So that's why I've shared those files with you, these files, and I'm going to give you the pain area first. It means I'll talk about the reason of using the same. Then I'll be explaining that how we can actually use it, how a particular DAX function fits into that place. So do not worry about it. Every video in this entire module is backed by a logic. So far you have already seen that I do not talk about without the logic of the things. So do not worry about it. We'll understand it in depth, right? Thank you.